Hey, what's up, everybody? The Amazing here bringing a review. This time with the MAFEX Justice League Superman. So, let's get started. We all know everyone's wary of MAFEX as of late, but lately they've been learning from their mistakes, whereas before they kind of just previously did what the hell they wanted to do. So I guess they realized people are dropping them and they got to shape up, right? So, let's talk about Superman. First and foremost, the first one, for what it was, looked good, but did not function very well. But this one looks good, functions well, and pretty much blows the old one out of the water. So first I want to start by going over the view of the figure, then we're going to compare it and do all that other good stuff, right? So I know a lot of people say it doesn't look like Henry Cavill, but under my camera, it kind of looks like him to me. I think they pretty much nailed it here. I noticed that they're starting to use more of the 3D facial printing that both Hasbro and Bandai have started to do, and they are pretty much stepping up, trying to get themselves in league with them. I think this was done really well. I think the head sculpt was done really well. The comb over on the hair, obviously it doesn't translate well all the time. Here from far away, I don't think it looks well. But when you zoom in like here and now, it looks pretty good. Chest sculpt is all new. Although the design pretty much looks the same, there's a lot more attention to detail here in this Superman. The upper chest is wider. Superman looks more buff. He looks more Superman-y. You know? It's not one of those things where he just looks like a guy in a Superman suit. He actually looks and has the feel of Superman. And I like that a lot. Now, as far as the body, though, it still functions as the old one. But mine's, I don't have any issues with it popping out on as far as the arm socket goes. Mine's actually pretty tight. They're actually really tight. So I don't have that issue. But as you can see here, articulation-wise, it's pretty good. Rotates all the way around. There's bicep swivel. Arms are indeed double jointed. And there's a wrist joint to allow you the full movement of the wrist. Same as on both arms, so you don't have to worry about it. It's actually pretty good stuff. Arms actually come out really well here. Really well. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky because there's no real forward ab crunch on Superman. Just like with Batman, if you press it too far forward, you'll probably lose his torso. So you can't do that. But because Superman does a lot of flight stuff and, just overall aerodynamic stuff, they made it so that he can actually do a really crazy back crunch. So when you're flexing on your X with Superman, you can actually, do it. If you want to do yoga with Superman, it's easily done with this. So you can go really far back, but not really far forward. You can actually rotate left and right very easily at both parts of the waist, but it's a little tighter here at the bottom, and that's because the waist, well, he's buff. He's buff. Now, as far as the legs go, the legs are bigger and wider than the previous release. Again, I'm going to show you when I get around to that. But you also get a little more of the drop-down leg method and some thigh swivel. So you actually can do more Superman poses for like flight stuff and things like that. So let's pose him up real quick. See how he would look in a pre-flight pose. Predisposed, super cool Superman flight pose. And one thing I like is that the cape is actually wired. It's not wired at the bottom, but it is wired here across both sides, and it's actually a really strong cape. So you can actually have Superman do really Superman things. So he's flown in the wind. All that good stuff. I have a little paint scrape there, but that came in packaging. Again, that's a QC issue that we already know from MAFEX. The ankle pivot is actually really nice. Toe pivot is miraculous. It's almost impossible kind of toe pivot he's getting. One thing I do want to talk about with the toe pivot is that you need to be careful because if you place it too far forward, what happens is your Superman will fall over because his feet are very, very long. I don't know what that is about, but it's always that way with Superman, that his feet are very long. So, if you want to do some in-the-wind shots, it's pretty cool. I like this Superman a lot. It's an infinite step up from the previous one. One thing I forgot to go over real fast is the neck articulation. So as you can see here, we have fixed the neck problem of the previous one where it pretty much falls out by breathing on it. So this is actually pretty good. I am a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of the improvement and the ways of improvement. And they've pretty much nailed Superman here. I think that they nailed Henry Cavill as Superman. So your flight poses are spot on. I like this a lot. I like this. I'm a big fan of this. Like, I was so worried about buying this that I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with it. And then I got it in hand, and I was blown away by it, and I like that. This is a huge step up for them. Now, real quick, I'm going to compare him to the old Superman, which, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what I do with it. So as you can see here, the colors are different. This Superman's actually a bit taller than the previous one, but he can't seem to hold his former shape, which is a shame. And his neck is falling off. So while this one is bigger, it's not as nice. This one you actually get it a little bit smaller. But what happens is you have a better, tighter body. There's a wide array. It's actually wider. It shows off. Just looks cleaner and better and just more robust. This here looks like a fat Superman compared to this more complex and detailed Superman. I like it a lot. But I'm going to use this cape and these spare parts for something. But as you can see here, look, head fell right off. Legs, piece of crap. So you're going in the garbage. Real quick, let's go over what Superman comes with so you guys know what's going on. You actually get a more stern Superman face. This is, I guess, an angry, I'm looking you down face. You don't have to, they don't have any more of the heat vision eyes face, which sucks because I really did enjoy that face, but they just didn't include it here. So you get the more stern one. And also you get more, I don't know what to call his face. I'm going to call this the confused frustration face. Because although the face looks good, I have no reason why this was included. Who knows at this point. It just doesn't work well, and I wish it was a heat vision head. So I'm probably going to have one of these turn into a heat vision head, just to be on the safe side. Although they do look like Cavill, it's definitely nailed there, so that's not an issue. You get 2 relaxed hands, also hands for holding things up, because that's what Superman do. He saves people. He does all the cool stuff. He's not just about beating down Darkseid and stuff like that. Or Steppenwolf in this case of the movie. But as you can see here, 2 open palms for saving people, holding things. You also get 2 more relaxed hands. These ones are more grasping or flight or reaching out. So you get these. And just in case you want to be Raspberry Chainsaw, you get hands for holding items. So if you want to slice a finger out, just to make it open up, you can have trigger fingers, because I'm pretty sure I don't know what Chainsaw is going to do. It's all over the place. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this Superman. I think it's a huge improvement. You know, and now we just have to wait for the SHF one to see which one of you guys prefer. I'm just going to get both because that's what I do. But I know people want to wait on things and see what they do with preferences. So when that comes out sometime in like June or July, I'll review that as well. But very happy with this one. And if I had to go with one and I couldn't do anything else, as of right now, this one is the better Superman, way better than the previous one. Real quick, let's get into size comparisons because I'm rambling on at this point. Here is Superman next to a Mezco Deathstroke. I don't know what I did with my Superman. I probably left it somewhere. Who knows? But he fits in really well with Mezco, and I like that a lot. He has the look. Really nice. Here he is next to an SHF, Kamen Rider build. So he's bigger than these guys as well. So Maifix is more on the line of American toy lines. That's pretty much what it's catered to, and that's really nice. Here he is next to Marvel Legends Lasher. So size-wise, he's in a nice range. Here he is next to SHF Kamen Rider Cougar. I don't know why I always compare him, but yeah, he's there. Here he is next to an Articulated Icons Ninja. Preferably solitaire. He's bigger than AI, but he actually fits in really well. Here he is next to DC Icons Lex Luthor. Which this, I believe, is the pre-bigger bodies. So Lex is a little bit smaller. Shout out to Bill Maru, who did my thigh mod. For those of you that are going to ask about it, it was Bill Maru. I did a previous video talking about it, so you can find the link there. So these are really nice. Here he is next to a 1000 Toys Carb. Here he is next to Justice League Batman of the same series, Maifix. So they fit in really well together. World's finest. Here he is next to SHF Wonder Woman. She also fits in really well with them. Here we are next to the Maifix Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman. The Justice League one is just not out yet. So overall, we got something good going. I like where this is going, for real. Oh, one more thing. If you have the DC Universe Classics Parasite, here's a quick comparison. So overall, really super duper happy with the Superman. Didn't know what I was going to expect to get, and I'm really happy with the results. Well, in the meantime, guys, I hope you found this informative. I hope you're doing good. I hope you continue to be good. Most of all, I hope you're refreshed, happy, health, wealth, all the good things and positivity in the world to you. Be good. Drink your water. Later.